One of the big questions about world literature, the subject of world literature, which is a thriving academic and critical topic, is it ever really possible to encounter the foreignness of a book? Usually, when you read a book written in another language, you're reading it in translation into your own language. For many people around the world, that means reading it in English, because English is the most common second language around the world. So if you're reading a book that's like 1Q84 by Haruki Murakami, which was originally written in Japanese, and you're reading it in English translation, are you really encountering it as a foreign book, or has it been brought too close to you? Does it seem too familiar? And that's a question that writers themselves, I think, are very conscious of and take very seriously. For instance, in Orhan Pamuk's novel Snow, which is one of the 8 novels that I discuss in my book, the main character is named Ka, K-A, and the city in which the action takes place is a Turkish city called Kars, K-A-R-S. Now, in between Ka and Kars is the word kar, which is the Turkish word for snow, and that's the title of the novel in Turkish. Of course, when you translate that title into English and you call it Snow, you miss that link. You miss the pun that he's making between all of the words in the book, the main character, the title, the idea of snow, and the setting. And I think that that is a good example of how we are always faced with gaps when books are translated. There are always things that we're not going to understand as well as the native audience. So one thing about reading a global novel means coming to terms with the things that we don't understand, the things that might seem excessively familiar because we're not accustomed to their actual foreignness.